So I had a thought, and I'm in the process of testing out whether or not it works, on whether a laminator might help when using wax paper to attach fabric to it. And so I must admit, recently I've tried ironing it, and with not the best success, and then it wouldn't stick well enough to go through the printer. So I wanted to try and see whether or not I could get better results with the laminator. So let's see what happens. So it's not as fast as ironing in some respects, but if it gives better results, it's easy just to sit there and let the machine do all the work. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put the fabric between two pieces of paper to feed it in to essentially iron it. So I just want to make sure this goes in well. Definitely wants to grab the fabric, but what I want to do is make sure it grabs the whole package. Maybe putting it in an envelope might be better, or one of the fold over pieces, but once we get it fed, it should go. There it goes. So we'll straighten it up a bit. It tends to want to go in crooked, which is a bit of a pain. So practice will make perfect for this. But it's definitely coming through. You can see it's not the fastest thing in the world. It's got two settings. But the nice thing is that it sort of smooths the fabric down. It should be ironed beforehand, but I thought I'd just try it out. Okay, so we have our wax paper here. And now that I've put it through the first time, I'm just going to pull this through here. What I'll do is put the wax paper face down with a piece of paper underneath, and then do the release, and then see if we can get this into the rollers without any problem. Feels like it's caught. Yep, it's caught. So now let the magic happen. Let's see how this works. It's definitely well stuck. Not perfect, but this is a fairly abused piece of fabric. So what we can do is run it through again. Can't remember what the difference between 5 and 3. I thought 3 was slower. But what we can do is just put it through again. Just for fun. And make sure it really does work. Okay, so it's coming through. Okay. Let's go once more for good measure, for fun. Now that it's reasonably stuck, I'm hoping it'll just feed the two together as one, because that's essentially what the printer needs to be doing. And then that might get a bit more heat onto the wax side, which it definitely is doing now. So not super fast, however, it works, which was part of the test. Because what I was having trouble with before was when I was feeding this into the printer, the fabric would come off of the wax paper. So you definitely need to be ironing on the fabric side, but you have to make sure it feeds in perfectly first. And as you can see, it's well stuck on. So I mean, I suppose if I really wanted, I could put it through again just for fun, and it let it do it once more. But the most important is just to make sure it's well and truly stuck. So I think this does seem to be working. It's not super fast, but considering I didn't have the best results before with the iron, I would end up with the shape of the holes of the steam, even though the steam was off, going into the fabric, and then things like that, whereas this is perfectly flat. So I think this is definitely results I can accept, and then all being well, I can run this through the printer and it will work. So I will run that as a separate test, but I'm liking this. So even for applique or whatever else, this is an easy way to make sure you get your fabric stuck well to the wax paper. So I'm quite pleased with that. I think we've got a fairly good result. Alrighty, anyway, bye for now.